Hello everyone, in this short video I'm gonna present to you a versatile system that is designed to be able to verify and investigate the performance of disparity calculation algorithms. The entire system is implemented in VHDL, in hardware description language, and implemented, deployed on real hardware on a Cyclone 5 FPGA device, part of this D1 SoC FPGA board. Two cameras, Omnivision 7670, that are mounted on the moving parts of two linear actuators, whose stepper motors are controlled by a custom designed PCB board that hosts an Arduino Pro Mini microcontroller board that reads 4 buttons and controls through two stepper drivers, the two stepper motors. The FPGA board has attached to it a VGA monitor that in the first operation mode displays on the upper two quadrants the left and the right cameras. This is the right camera, this is the left camera, and you see which quadrant displays left or right cameras like. To switch between this first operation mode and the other one, I'm using these two slide switches, the first two slide switches of the D1 SoC board, which then shows on the two lower quadrants the average image computed based on the two frames, images from the two cameras on the lower right as I look at it now, and the depth map calculated using the disparity values. The system is designed to provide the user the manual control over two important parameters. One being the distance between the cameras, or the baseline, which is an important parameter in any disparity calculation algorithm, and another one is a parameter that is a vertical offset that is going to be added to the image, to the frame from the right camera, for the purpose of doing image rectification. Here is how the first baseline parameter can be controlled by using the two sets of push buttons. So I can move this camera back and forth, as well as the other one. Each of the two linear actuators has a travel distance of 60 millimeters or 6 centimeters, which provides a quite wide range of baseline values for the two cameras that one would like to investigate. The other manual control that the user has is over a number, a vertical offset value that the user can set using these two press buttons on the D1 SoC board to decrease the vertical offset that is also displayed on the 7-segment LED display of the board, a value that could be changed between minus 31 and plus 31. Here is how that manual control of the vertical offset that is used for image rectification affects the quality or the average image shown here. If you see those two images are misaligned, and if I decrease, I misalign in the other direction. If I increase it to positive values, I misalign. In this first experiment, I'm using the SAD, disparity calculation algorithm, and I'm going to look at objects that are relatively close to the camera system. That's why the baseline is the smallest that I can afford. Let's switch to the other operation mode so that we can see objects being blue farther away, and there's a gets closer to the camera system, changes color to green yellowish, and then this is the same experiment, but using the Census disparity calculation algorithm. And let's see, the object, the mug, being far away from the camera system, mostly blue. As it gets closer to the camera system, becomes reddish. Going back. Now look at how increasing the baseline, the distance between the two cameras, will allow us to handle, to see objects, things far away from the. First, again, here is the SAD algorithm. This is when I'm using again the Census disparity calculation algorithm. A comment I wanted to make is that this disparity calculation algorithms were not optimized, and I didn't apply any post-processing filtering technique like for the purpose of filling in the areas of the objects, and because of that, both algorithms, as you noticed, behave in a way like edge detection algorithms, where those edges are color coded and show how objects are closer or farther away from the stereo camera. So there is lots of room for improvement.